There it is, right there.
It was Apple's first foray into consumer electronics and would prove to be one of its greatest successes.
This amazing little device holds 1,000 songs, and it goes right in my pocket.
With the promise of being smaller, easier to use and better designed, the iPod fast became a global hit.
Music's a part of everyone's life. Everyone. And because it's a part of everyone's life, it's a very large target market all around the world. It knows no boundaries.
Over the next 15 years, Apple released 25 different models of the device and sold 400 million of them, helping it to become one of the world's most valuable companies.
iPod wasn't the first MP3 player. There was a couple before that, but they weren't, of course, adopted, and they didn't have the style dedication that Apple puts into things. So, this was the first time that this went mass market.
Part of the success came from the launch of Apple's iTunes Store. It made it easy and relatively cheap to download music, which could then be played on the iPod. By 2012, music downloads were worth $9.3 billion a year, 3/4 of which was bought through iTunes. But the rise of more powerful smartphones, especially the iPhone, has seen a move away from the iPod as a standalone device. And as global internet connectivity becomes better and cheaper, streaming is increasingly popular.
The digital music revolution has been a mixed blessing for musicians. In some ways, it's made a level playing field that everybody can now join in, but in other ways, it's completely transformed or changed the way that musicians get paid for recorded music. With the mass adoption of streaming, it's reaching a point of pickup now where, I think within 5 years, the opportunity for people to really earn decent money from recorded music will exist again.
If you have one of the first generation of iPod in the back of your drawer, and if it still works, you might want to think about selling it. They're priced online at up to $1,500. And if it's unopened and in its original packaging, the asking price is much more, up to $20,000. Not bad for a device that has just 5 gig memory and first sold for $399. And after 15 years, probably has little, if any, battery life.